Mr. Sibanda, thank you for joining us today.
It's okay, you're welcome.
How are you feeling?
Not too bad. It's a nice day. I'm happy. Yeah.
It is a nice day.
And you look really nice, by the way.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It looks really well on you.
Yeah, you're full of compliments today.
Just for today.
So basically, we just wanted to get an idea of who you are.
Yeah, sure.
What your interests are. What's a day in the life of Tinashe Sibanda?
I mean, it's a day full of different events. It's an eventful day.
Okay.
I never really know what to expect, to be honest.
Okay.
And that's the best part that I love about it the most, is that I never really know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
It's a busy day, of course. I enjoy what I do.
What exactly are you doing?
Okay, so I run 3 different businesses.
Right, okay.
The first one is a contract cleaning company. I started at the age of 18.
Wow.
The business now is at the stage where we employ over 25 people, and we work with corporate firms such as the NHS, CP Bigwood, Dixon's, the list goes on. And I just want to carry on and just inspire as many young people as possible.
So what actually made you want to become an entrepreneur then?
I mean, my dad has always said to me, you know, if a man can write you a check, he can stop writing that check at any point. And
this is true.
I've always kept that in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And, you know, the whole, you know, going to uni, you know, finishing uni, graduating and then looking for a job didn't really appeal to me.
Okay.
I really want to be in control of my own life and my own future.
Yeah.
And I thought that, you know, the best way to do that is to earn money doing what you do love best. And I love business. It's my passion.
Yeah. Okay. And like, what 3, you know, you said you want to inspire young people.
Yeah.
What 3 pieces of advice would you give to a young Zimbabwean who wants to become an entrepreneur?
The very first normal thing, and this is probably a cliche thing.
Yeah.
Do what you love to do, otherwise there's no point. And another point, do not rush, because if you do it right, it will last forever.
This is true.
And also, one key factor, and this had a massive effect on me, is that environment. Sustain yourself and keep yourself around people that are positive, that will rub off you.
Okay. And you know, you said you do not rush. I mean, you're 20 years old. Like, you know, you're really young. So when you say do not rush, what exactly does that mean? You know, because a young person might look at you and be like, wow, you know,
you rushed.
You didn't take your time.
What I mean by that is I'm talking about things like staying calm when it comes to decision making.
Okay.
I'm talking about doing a bit more research than you normally do.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about research, what you find on Google. I'm talking about actually going out there to physically speak to the relevant people you need to speak to.
Okay, so networking is
a massive part.
Yeah.
In business, it's all about contacts and who you know. That's it.
Okay. And like, who would you say, I mean, you spoke about your dad, but who would you say is your biggest inspiration?
I mean, I was raised by my nan, my grandma, and I looked up to her a lot. She taught me, you know, not just to provide for yourself, but you need to sustain yourself to be able to provide for your family. And I look up to my grandma a lot.
Yeah.
She really inspires me.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry for this, I know it sounds cliche, but...
No, like all of us have different inspirations at the end of the day, and I think it's always interesting to see when people are built who were part of that process of, you know, building someone to become who you are, you know, someone who's got 3 businesses.
Thank you. At
20 years old. Like that's pretty impressive. But then how would you personally define success?
Success for me is, I don't look at it as money, but success to me is time. See,
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so in my opinion, the more time you have on your hands, the more time you have on your hands, and you know, the more flexible you are with that time, the more you can manipulate what you can do with that time. That to me is success. At the moment in time, I haven't got much time, and I'm trying to, you know, strive to a stage where I've got enough time to take my mum out on holiday for a month, or even have 10 holidays in a month. That's what success is to me, the freedom to have that sort of time.
That's actually really, I've never heard of success kind of described in that way, but it makes a lot of sense because, you know, when you're still building yourself up, you know, like you said, you don't have a lot of time, but once you've built something there, you actually don't have to contribute.
100%.
That's really fascinating, actually. And do you have a favorite enterprise?
Well, like I said, I run 3 different businesses. The other one's a suit company. I love fashion.
Okay.
My favorite one, although I do have a strong passion for fashion and clothing and retail, but my favorite business that I really, really cherish the most is I've got a business called Inspire.
Okay.
And that helps young offenders that have been into prison and come out we help to get them back into employment.
Wow.
And I also work with, and this was voted top 3 by Richard Branson as well. So wow. It's something that I love giving back.
Repeat that. Richard Branson rated. Okay, yeah.
So I cherish giving back because I knew the people that gave me an opportunity. By opportunity, I mean knowledge, by the way.
Yeah.
The people that gave me the knowledge I have today.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, I'll probably be where I am. So it's now my job to give back and inspire other young, not just Zimbabweans, but other young people across the UK.
That's
and around the world.
Amazing.
It's a nice place. It's
yeah,
a really nice place.
From pictures, what I've seen, it looks amazing.
I mean, honestly, but like I said, home for me is Africa.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even mind traveling around Africa.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to see. That's where I see myself. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing I was looking to do, and this is something that I'm actually doing as we speak.
Okay.
I'm looking to go to South Africa and buy a few properties.
Okay.
And hopefully start a business in the real estate over South Africa.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to be looking at some Sibanda property, sometime soon.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, I think if you talk about investment into an economy,
yeah.
I think Africa is the place.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that social enterprise and starting a business that's not only going to help the economy, but also has a community cohesion, bringing people together.
Definitely, and that's something that at TIZWE that we hold dear to our hearts. That you have people who are starting businesses not just to help themselves and make money, but like you said, helping the community, uplifting other youth. And I think with Inspire, like you said, that helping people who've been in jail from rough backgrounds, it just gives hope to a lot of people. And I think at such a young age, that's a really good aspiration to have, and an aspiration that more people should have. So
people deserve it. Without if you're not given the chance, then you need to provide that opportunity sometimes for a few people. That's what it takes, and it's down to us that have come here to the West End to have the education that we've been given to now go back and rebuild a better country. Definitely.
Having said all of those businesses, property, social enterprise, Clynergi, is there anything that you won't,
to be honest with you, sorry,
dive into?
Well, entrepreneurs don't, an entrepreneur is a man of, if I say jack of all trades, I don't know if that would make sense. Being a businessman is about having different attributes in different things. Okay. To be honest with you, I do not know. Tomorrow I could wake up and I could have a filming company.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yeah. So the world is your oyster.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. Actually. That's pretty amazing. I mean, it kind of seems like you're fearless in that sense. But what would you say your biggest fear is?
My biggest fear is I'm scared of not being able to have, I'm really scared to not being able to have the freedom that I want to enjoy my life.
Okay.
I'm really scared of that. I'm really scared of, debt.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I'm really scared of debt.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of not being able to achieve or enjoy my life.
Okay.
That's a big scare, because if you can't enjoy your life, what's the point of living?
What is the point? What is the point if you can't enjoy your life? And I think that also shows that you have a balance within your life. It's not all work. Because I feel like there's a misconception that if you become an entrepreneur, you can't do anything outside of that. But I think the fact that you aim to enjoy your life as well just shows the importance of having a balance.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So I think as a person myself, I'm quite inspired by everything that you've done. And I feel like a lot of other youth would be inspired by everything that you've done. But at the moment, it seems all rosy.
What are the bad things?
What hardships have you come across?
I mean, I've been homeless at one stage.
Yeah.
As a young man as well, 17, clueless, didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But these are the things that, it's your why question. That's what I've got to learn. Okay. If your why question is big enough to why you want to do the things you want to do in life, you can make it out anything. So
I know earlier we discussed, about working under people, because a massive thing for me is a lot of people feel like as entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, let's say, that you gain nothing from working underneath someone.
See, in my opinion, I don't see a problem in working under anyone.
Okay.
I myself, however, I would try to get the best out of working for someone. If I knew that I didn't want to work for them, in the long term, I would try to learn as much as I can.
Yeah.
But you also have to remember you can learn from anybody, whether they're more intelligent than you, or younger than you, or older than you.
Yeah.
You can learn from anybody.
Yeah.
Learning is not something that stops after you graduate. It's not something that stops after high school. It's something that happens continuously.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, I wouldn't mind working for someone as long as I knew, again, what my why was, why I'm doing this at the moment. However, in the future, I know it's going somewhere.
Okay.
So I'd take the most out of it and, you know, pick that person's brain. You know, how did they get there? You know, instead of looking at it as if it's a negative, speak to your manager. You know, how did you get to where you were?
Like we're kind of doing with you now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we are right now.
Yeah.
Can we work together?
Yeah. It's
about how much you really want to, you know, get to where you want to get.
Okay. No, that's pretty cool. And, you know, on a kind of personal side, you know, is Mr. Because, you know, we see you with your suit, you know, you're looking all suited and booted. Is there anyone there, you know, Mrs. Sibanda or anything like that? All my females will be wondering. So, you know, I thought I'd just get that out of the way.
I don't know. Maybe there is.
Maybe.
Maybe there is. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What does that mean?
Just could mean that maybe there's someone there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not very revealing, are you?
I mean, I am. I'm just. I just want to be honest, you know, and say that, you know, just because I haven't necessarily, you know, gone into an agreement with anyone to say that we are officially an item.
You're just somewhere in between, somewhere
there.
Yeah,
so I'm just somewhere in between.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's cool. I've had a really good time getting to know you, and I'm sure other people have learned a lot. So thank you for taking the time to.
Honestly, I appreciate you guys coming out to interview me.
It's our pleasure.
It's a blessing.